Run with, let's run with some spiritual thoughts or initial thoughts. Off the hip thoughts. Which is how I like to do things. I like to make my first videos on a topic to be just off my vast knowledge and wisdom that just exudes from me. Just kidding, but if you're growing, you ought to have some wisdom and some knowledge about some things. But just my initial thoughts that God gives me, that I just put out there in a teaching form to get you to think about, and then later on I'll go back and I'll study it out more specifically and read my Bible and other books and whatnot, and put some real specific thoughts together about that. But often these initial thoughts seem to be more palatable, seem to be more helpful. And we're just trying to help as many people as we can. So I'm Chris Huffman. We're Faithful Man, every day becoming a better man, and in the process helping you become the same. But you have to make choices. You have to choose to enter into one of our coaching programs, or choose to just keep trying to find all our good free stuff on YouTube. It's just a matter of how much time you want to put into it, how much money and effort, how serious you are about your growth. That's totally up to you. But I'm just putting this stuff out here to be a help and a blessing, and to enter into God's calling on my life, and to make a living doing it, like you're going to hear all the time. God has given you a vision and a calling, and He wants you to make a living doing it. He wants that for all of us. So get out of your head that people shouldn't be making money out of helping people. Why should Walmart and McDonald's make all the money? I mean, think about it. Why should all these multi-billion-dollar companies be making money over stupid, harmful things that are killing us in a lot of ways, that have no eternal value? But when we're really trying to help people, oh, you shouldn't have to pay for that. And so many of y'all, this wasn't even my initial thought, but this is what we're going to run with now. Many of y'all you'll think it's okay to pay for your doctor. It's okay to pay for lawyers. You don't expect doctors to do what they do for free. You don't expect lawyers to do what they do for free. Oh, you're rant and rave about how expensive they are, but you'll pay it. You don't mind buying your food at McDonald's and Chick-fil-A. You don't mind buying all your entertainment from Walmart or Best Buy. You don't mind paying for marriage counselors, which is, by and large, a stinking lie. Psychiatry is a stinking lie. That has been proven. I tell you what, guys, I love to put the truth out there, and you can hate me all you want. Go study it yourself. And when people enter into our coaching programs, we dive deep into the specifics of this. But if all you guys want is free YouTube stuff, go study it for yourself. It's out there. Quit coming back and hating on me because you're just making false claims. No, you're not studying it out to even know that it's false. Amen. Hey, I love the hating comments. A lot of times those hating comments help the channel and help other men more than the likes. So that was free. My initial thought I want to run with today is that you are a spiritual being. You are a spiritual being. And one thing you're going to hear me say a lot is truth does not matter about your belief. What you believe does not change truth. And I say it two different ways. What you believe doesn't matter, and what you believe does matter. Meaning that your belief in anything doesn't make it true, and your unbelief in anything that's true doesn't make it untrue. True is true. So in that case, your belief doesn't matter. But on the other flip side of that is what you believe really does matter. Because if you're believing in falsehoods and lies, as far as eternity goes, you're going to die and go to hell. Why take the chance? Let's just even say that hell is completely false. Let's just say God is a complete fabrication. Okay. What do I have to lose by believing your way? Meaning that there is no God, there is no hell, there is no heaven. I just die and go to the grave, or I die and get reincarnated. Okay. Yeah. No eternal bliss, no eternal judgment, or I just dead and I'm in the grave. What do I have to lose? Well, I got nothing to lose. But what if God is real? What if hell is real? What do you have to lose? You got everything to lose. Man, you got all eternity to lose. So if hell is not even real, why risk it? Why risk it? Anyway, you are an eternal being. You are a spiritual being. And so, some thoughts I've been working on this week about that is one, this is always true, that is of the utmost eternal value. That is the most important, realizing that you are a spiritual being. But on this planet, there are some things that through the course of my study, through the years, and even the last few months, what's that? So just communicating with some neighbors about the death of my dad. It's a spiritual being. You are a spiritual being. And through my course of studies these last few months and even weeks, there's a whole lot that we need to realize as human beings on the planet of what it means to be a spiritual being. See, God didn't put us here just to live in the flesh and die and go to heaven. He put us here for a purpose. And He put you here in this time. There's no accident about you being here. And we are spiritual beings, and this has been scientifically proven. So if that's true, and it is, what does that look like in your life? How is that supposed to manifest on this life? Because I'm right with you, brother, that we get wrapped up in the flesh. You know, we've been told lies our whole life. We've been told there's only one way to make money. We've been lied to about the government. We've been lied to through propaganda and media and public school systems and the industrialization of America. Just all kinds of stuff that we've been bombarded with. Entertainment and feminism and all this crap that we don't know what to do. And our life just very much looks small and fleshly, and we haven't tapped into that spiritual being that is in us. And I'm realizing more and more, and this is going to offend my Christian brethren and my Baptist brethren because they got it wrong. And they've gotten misguided and misunderstood about what it actually means to be spiritual beings, and we've let the Eastern cultures and meditation and yoga and karate and mysticism and all that stuff that does have an element of evil to it, an element of demonic activity. It all does not. And our Western religion of Christianity was from the East originally, before we have messed it up. So there is a level of something in us that we can tap into through certain practices, through meditation, and through, they call it the chakras. I haven't dove into that, but there's something about that. See, all this stuff is in all of the ancient texts. Now, I don't put any of those ancient texts on the same category as I do